Okay, spoilers for The Walking Dead season 2 episode 2. So let's go through everything chronologically. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I saved Nick instead of Pete. And well, I mean, I guess, I looked up the other one and I guess it doesn't matter because Nick still would have done that stupid shit anyway, but I'll get to that later. Uh, but I did save Nick instead of Pete. So it starts off with us running away from zombies. We end up in a shed, and there's just a bunch of moonshine whiskey in it, and we're just there till nightfall. And there's a great scene where Clementine is basically just lecturing Nick about, making too much noise, and Nick's kind of being an asshole and stuff like that because he just saw, his father figure die. He's got daddy issues and stuff like that. So that I'm loving seeing Clementine come into her own and, like, taking charge and doing all this stuff. It's God, I'm loving what they're doing with Clementine in this season, and she's becoming one of my favorite characters, and just not even in the game, but just in general. Like, she's like, to see her growth, to see her, like, yeah, basically to see her evolution, her growth as a person, growing up in possibly some of the worst circumstances you could ever imagine. I absolutely think I absolutely love what they're doing with her, and but you see her, telling off Nick, and then there's a part where you're convincing. There's a part where you convince Nick to where either try and convince Nick to come with you to fight for survival, or stay here, fine, whatever, I don't care. But there is a, I don't remember whether it's before or after, but there's a scene where we're all in the shed and Nick offers Clementine a drink.
I can't believe we've been here a day. A day. It's been a day, right?
A little bit more, like 12 hours. Oh
Hey,
no,
kid,
it was the morning. That's right.
have a drink with me.
Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna have
It's gonna
Clementine
be your
drink.
first and your last.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna have Clementine drink some
Peter
whiskey.
Joseph Randall. The nicest mean old bastard I ever knew.
And I had the chance to look through other Let's Plays and see how other people handled it. I think I'm the only one that was super excited to make Clementine drink whiskey, and honestly, what I love about this game is that we're all crafting our own Clementine, and what I love about this game is that you're playing your own version of Clementine. So in my mind, I'm going, yeah, my Clementine would take a drink from this guy because she's probably never gonna get the chance again because whiskey and other alcohols are running low, and she's so, like, why don't I have a taste of an adult drink? It I don't know, it made sense to me, but apparently other Let's Players didn't feel that way. So there's that. So yeah, after they get out of the shed, they run to the cabin. Nick distracts the zombies, so that Clementine can get away. Clementine runs to the cabin. They all go after. To save Nick and Pete, and then Clementine and Sarah are alone in the house, and that's when a mysterious stranger comes. An awesome voice stranger played by the incomparable Michael Madsen, who you might recognize as Mr. White from Reservoir Dogs, and he was also in the 8th season of 24, and a bunch of other things. Michael Madsen is famous. You know who Michael Madsen is. Anyway, so Madsen shows up. He's playing Carver, and this is a great scene. It kind of, I feel like they learned some really good dialogue choice tricks from when they were working on The Wolf Among Us, because I see some connections between, Carver figuring out the holes in your dialogue and and um and Toad and Bigby, their confrontation at Toad's apartment, and tripping up his lies. And I think they kind of learned from that and incorporated that into The Walking Dead, which I thought was really cool. So there's this it's a really tense environment with Carver just grilling Clementine, and there's this great scene where she's constantly looking at this knife, and it's saying, would you like to grab the knife, would you like to grab the knife? And then there's a point where Carver grabs the knife, and he's saying, well, where does this go? So I absolutely loved that scene. Then let's see. Then they come back. They say, we gotta move because Carver's coming, and shit's about to go down. And I guess after that is there's that point where, that awesome point where Clem Clem and Luke come across two zombies when they're about to cross the bridge, and then Luke actually turns to Clem, the 11-year-old girl, which, whatever, fine, you're the main character, so it makes sense for him to turn to you and ask a question, but he goes, what's the game plan? And then, I think everybody, I personally, this is what I think, everybody chose the most badass line possible. And yeah, we can take him. So I thought that was a really cool scene. And then there's this then we get to this part where I actually thought that the guy on the bridge was Vince from 400 Days, but clearly I'm just racist and it was another Asian guy. But yeah, then we get to that scene, and there's that action sequence on the bridge. It's really one of the only action sequences besides the one at the cabin, at the ski lodge rather, and yeah, and then there was Luke.
Like I said, I've got food and supplies back in the station. And if you want...
Oh,
What the
good.
fuck, man?
What the hell is he doing?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No. He's with us. Nick! No!
Put it down!
Nick, no!
Oh. Oh, no. Nick fucked up yet again. Good job, Nick. Good job. Thank you, Nick. You fucking asshole.
Did I hit him? Where is he?
I told you not to shoot.
What? Who was that guy?
He was going to help us.
How do you know?
Fucking
Damn it, Nick. I told
dumbass.
you not to shoot.
How was I supposed to hear you? You gave me a clear shot.
That shot rang out for miles. We gotta get off this bridge. Let's go.
Fuck you, Nick. Just fuck you. And I'm pretty sure that was
the
Vince
fuck
from 400 Days.
was that back
You
there?
fucking asshole.
I don't know.
Looked like he had a gun on you.
That asshole drew on me. He was about to shoot.
Because
was
you
he?
drew on
I'm telling you,
him.
man, he drew first.
Well, that's not what it looked like to me.
Shut up, Nick.
And everybody said, fuck Luke, fuck you, Luke, what the fuck, man. Like, I don't need, I guess I think I have a problem with the writing of it, because and I love Telltale, I love the writing they've been doing, but I think I'm a little bit concerned about the writing of that scene, because I don't know why Luke felt the need to shoot him when he wasn't even pointing his gun. The Asian, oh God, I forget his name. It was Matthew, I think. But he wasn't even pointing his gun. They were just talking, and then Nick, out of nowhere, just shows up and just shoots this dude in the jugular for no reason that I can foresee. And he was just like, I couldn't hear you guys. I'm like, well, then why the fuck did you shoot? Like, there's no reason for you to shoot. So I don't know. I had problems with that scene, but you know, it enraged us enough. So you know, enough to the point where I didn't even want to talk to Nick anymore. So yeah, there's that. And then after that was the introduction of the canned Peaches gag, which I thought was I hope that becomes a running joke because I think that I actually think that's pretty funny. And then let's see, after the scene on the bridge comes they get to the ski lodge, and they're making their way up this hill, and then Clementine sees some lights in the distance after climbing this crow's nest type of thing, and then they see that there's a kerfuffle at the ski lodge because there's incumbent residents, and there's these new guys, which is Clementine's group, coming up, and then we get the big scene, the big reveal, the big thing that everybody kind of expected in this season, and nobody was super surprised. I mean, I guess I wasn't super surprised, but I was definitely surprised, and you know, I did think it was cool.
Listen, everyone, just stay
Who
calm.
are you? Are you trying to rob us?
Excuse me, honey, but do I look like a fucking thief?
Everyone calm down.
Hey, man, you calm the fuck down.
Sarah, get behind me. Just tell us who you are.
We ain't here to rob nobody. Put the gun down,
Fuck
man.
that. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Please, just do what he says.
Oh shit, it is Kenny.
Kenny.
Wait, you know this guy?
Clementine?
I'll take that as a yes.
These people with you? We can talk inside.
Yeah, Kenny being back was I mean, I like the fact that, you know, they're still, you know, building off the first season. You know, there are a bunch of things that, you know, Kenny lists Lee's choices that he made, you know, and you know, they were the choices I made. Thankfully, I re-imported my save, and you know, I got a couple more things right. So you know, everything was lining up with what I did in the first season, which I thought was really cool, and yeah, so I loved. I think Kenny being back is awesome. And then, oh god, and then there was that scene. Oh man, this broke me. This broke me. There was a scene where you're, you know, hold on. Let me just play it here first.
You okay, man? Yeah, I wish I hadn't pulled that trigger.
Yeah,
Just try to forget about it.
we do too.
Right here, Clem.
Oh, come on, don't make me do this. Oh, come on. Fuck you, Telltale. God damn it. I'm sorry, Kenny.
So what's the deal with your friend here?
Okay, yeah, so that scene just, I mean, like, when I saw that the choice might be coming, I was just like, no, don't make me do this, I don't want to do this, and they were just like, no, they're gonna make me choose, and then Luke is making the puppy eyes, but I haven't seen Kenny in so long, and, you know, everybody's saying that was the hardest decision I had to make. If you go watch the IGN series Talking Dead, I'm sorry, no, Playing Dead. Talking Dead is the other one with Hardwick. If you go watch Playing Dead on IGN, you'll see that the writer of this episode was extremely pleased with the fact that that choice is one of the hardest choices that players have to make. So I love that. I love that they put that choice in there. I was just angry because I didn't want to do it because I felt so bad, and but it was a brilliant gameplay strategy. And then there was that scene where Kenny accidentally calls Clementine by the wrong name, and that was that was pretty intense, and yeah, I felt pretty bad for Kenny during that.